What's going on, dudes and dudettes? So I'm not gonna be surprised if this was really bad because they didn't really check, and yep, did not even get over 100 points. Barely got over 90. And my sister, who is still in first place and in her first year of fantasy football, scored 172.05. So yeah, big time blowout. Trying to remember exactly whichever players really went off. Obviously, Trevor Lawrence once again under his projection of even 20. Chris Olave, who's been one of the better receivers. You know, a lot of these receivers suck because they didn't even get targets for like most of the game, which was pretty embarrassing. And then when they finally did, they didn't really do much. He got one catch for 4 yards. Michael Pittman had one catch for 15 yards and a 2-point conversion. Tony Pollard, once again, because their defense played well, they didn't really have to play him. So he only got 7 of his 16 projected. I took a shot on Algier in London, and he only got 1.7. Hawkinson, really disappointed. My starting tight end got 3 points. Jalen Waddle, who finally came back healthy, but only 6 points. And Jordan Addison, another guy I traded for recently, for a guy who went off for 40 points last week, ended up getting 0 points and only 1 target. Connor, I wasn't playing because he was playing against San Francisco, and yet he still had 6 points, but that was not that great. Eckler was already out. Pickens had 6, and that still wasn't that great because he still fumbled the ball and didn't score. Brian Robinson, of course, he had the toughest matchup and still had 14 points, and yet I did not believe in him, and he had 14. So, of course, backup tight end looks like he's hurt and only had 2 points. And my rookie quarterback, CJ Stroud, ended up having 29 points against a really good Pittsburgh defense, or so I thought. But yeah, this guy has been surprisingly playing really well, so I might have to play him over my top quarterback drafted. Palmer eventually did good with the long passing catch that he did have. Yeah, pretty much my kicker and defense had over 20 points, so they were the better people. Stroud would have been the better person that this last week, but of course it didn't happen. But she had Mahomes, who had 19, which is under his projection, which is pretty good. Both Jefferson and Ayuk have been better players, so I'm not surprised they scored more. And then even her better running backs, or second best running back, Stevenson, had under, but Henry ended up getting 23, or tight end got 22. Backup receiver had 5. Another receiver in the flex had 18. And her kicker still got her 14. And the defense still 22. So yeah, that's pretty much how you lose. I thought momentum was actually going for me on Thursday because she ended up putting her best player, Montgomery, who scored the most points, I believe, this week, 33 for her, on the bench. And I thought, well, hey, that's a rookie mistake, but I guess I was a rookie for underestimating her team. And yeah, an F, I definitely deserve that grade because being projected 126 and only getting 90 and giving up 172, like, it's just based off matchups, but you know, her team did way better, so that's what ends up happening. But yeah, once she got the lead, she kind of just kept going. Yeah, my kicker is my top, I don't know, I guess, yeah, player. I guess they wouldn't consider the defense because my defense scored the most points, and then it was Lawrence. Yeah, those guys are all good except they scored way less points. And yeah, her players, yeah, number of players over 19, almost 20 points. And yeah, the only place I won was kicker and defense, and when you're doing that, you're not doing good, as they say. So yeah, she was the highest scoring team this week, and I was the lowest scoring team. Yeah, worst player was, of course, on my team. She's still in first. Largest margin of victory went to her as well. Yeah, that was so close, that battle between Roy and Playmore Van Jalen. That came down to like literally one last play in that Monday night game, and Waller got that catch. And yeah, I don't know what's worse, getting blown out like me, or I think losing by 0.15 points is pretty bad, bro. Sorry, had to bring it up, but that ain't good. But yeah, standings wise, in ninth place, I'm tied with a couple other teams, 1 and 3. There are 3 other teams that are 2 and 2, so they're pretty close. There's only one person that still hasn't won behind. Yeah, I'm finally with that pretty crappy game. I'm not the highest scorer either. I'm way down. But still 2 teams 4 and 0. So we'll see what happens when they end up playing each other at some point. One team 3 and 1. This week, I'm pretty sure I get my girlfriend. Yep. Against her team, she has Purdy, Diggs, AJ Brown, ETN, Swift, Ferguson, Gibbs. Yeah, a lot of these guys could do good. I haven't really checked my team after when I knew I was losing early Sunday. I kind of just stopped looking at the app because when you don't get notifications from the app, then that means your team is sucking. So yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. We'll see if I get another player or 2 on the waiver wire. And yeah, I'll see how this ends up going. Thanks for watching, people. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you all think. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.